No problem. Okay, today is March 7, 2022. Jack McLaren. All right. And he is currently throwing a towel on the floor. We've got, that is done. Okay.
Okay.
All right, good time shall be had by all. Let's see your lip trill. You can do it on the fire engine shape. Is a
Okay.
good place to start.
Wait, you want me to do the fire engine?
I want you to do lip trill on the fire engine shape.
Oh, the lip drill? I haven't practiced that in a minute. Yeah. Okay. Can I try just fire engine first and then do the lip?
Yes.
Okay.
Careful of your chin going up.
Thank you for saying something. I didn't even notice. Okay. Wait, wait, I don't even know.
What?
I don't know what happened there. Sorry, hold on, let me do it
Maybe
again.
try going a little faster.
Wait, open my mouth. I don't even know.
It's fine.
Okay.
Try going a little faster and see if you can just kind of move past the initial jitters.
I always have a problem with I never finish. Like I always run out of breath.
Well, that's let's just do it. Just like a rocket ship, just get up out of the gate, get up out of the atmosphere and come down. Like just do it fast.
Okay. I, for some last time I was able to just go past it. This time I
Yeah.
can't.
So did you practice or play around with the whole bendy over thingy that I showed you?
The thing you sent me, the piano notes,
Nope, the bending over, the physical bending over when you're doing the fire engine.
not that now.
Okay, well
I remember you showing me it.
let's do this again. All right, because part of the thing that's going on with you, I believe, is stuck in the idea that high notes mean high elevation. Okay, which is another reason why the chin keeps riding up, because
Yeah,
you
I keep.
are thinking that it's you're reaching up, which remind me, where is the voice made?
Right here.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
you always call it something. Oh,
what's that?
you always call it something. I'm trying to think of what it is. I
Well, it
can't
has a
think of it.
nickname that is just as good. What's the nickname?
I don't know.
The voice box,
The voice box. Oh, I was thinking that.
but the official name is the larynx.
The larynx. Yeah, that's
let,
what I was
let
thinking.
me put it in here. Larynx. Okay, there's the official.
Oh, okay.
Just call it Larry, right?
Larry.
All right. So the voice is made here. So let me ask you this: when you sing a high note, where is that made?
Same place. The larynx.
When you sing a low note, where is that made?
The larynx.
Yeah. So does it do you any good to raise your chin to sing a higher note?
Mm-mm.
And does it do you any good to lower your chin to sing a lower note? No. What people are doing physically,
That
they
actually helps a
are
lot.
doing
I
something.
really thought about that.
They are doing something. Um, there's a couple of things that happen. What people do beyond the psychological thing of like, I'm reaching up, is they do have, I think they think they're stretching something. Okay. And the larynx is lengthening the vocal folds and thinning them out so that it can vibrate, they can vibrate faster or oscillate faster and therefore create higher frequencies, which creates higher pitch. Okay. So um, it is doing that, but so when people do this, thinking that they're helping, they're actually making it harder for the larynx to do its job, because in doing this, they are having now to use neck muscles to hold your head in place. And those neck muscles engaged instead of being relaxed are going to interfere with the function of the larynx. Okay. So it's really counterproductive to raise your chin when you go high, like very counterproductive. So that's why I've been encouraging you, like, do this in front of a mirror.
I always do it in the shower.
Well, that's it. Get a fog-free mirror and stick it up in your shower.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. Like, you want to optimize
The
this.
shower's where I practice everything that we've.
Okay, great. And we've talked about the wonders of the shower. I love practicing in the shower. Now, but you are at a point where you have to have help knowing that your chin is up because you don't know you're doing it. So if you're gonna practice in the shower, go and spend $5 and get yourself a fog-free mirror that sticks with suction cups onto the side and put it right under your shower nozzle. Boom. And you can stare at yourself as you do your exercises. So, I mean, it is funny, but it's not. It's very practical.
Yeah.
Why not? And if you are going to go to all this expense to take lessons, why would you not implement my suggestions? Right? Like, it's like, well, you're going to pay all this money to have a coach tell you what to do and then not do it. And this is a really practical and very, very, it's a small gesture. It's going to have huge ramifications for you. Okay. So I can't urge you enough. I mean, I've talked to you about doing, looking at yourself in the mirror. I've talked to you about using your video stuff and, watching yourself in the video. You can use your phone for that. You don't have to record it. You can just have the camera on and watch yourself. So if you don't have any other way to do it, but recording yourself, I'm just saying, it's your best friend. It's not only your worst
Really?
nightmare, it's your best friend. Because your recordings of yourself always tell you the truth.
I'll do that for homework. I'll get the mirror and then I'll record myself doing it at least once.
Okay. Yeah, at least once. That's very good. I would say do it periodically.
Okay.
Every couple of days. Like if you practice it a couple of days, then test yourself with a recording to, watch yourself and be like, okay, did I do, where was I? Was I 75% chin at conversation level? Or, or was I actually really 10% at conversation level and I thought it was 75%. So, but yes, keep tabs on how you did so you can track your progress. Like watch yourself and then go, okay, I think I was at about 50% today. I saw my chin going up some, but I caught it, and then I saw it again and I caught it. And every time you catch it and you correct it, check plus. Okay. So, because that's the start. It's like, Alcoholics Anonymous. The first step to recovery is admitting you have a problem. So, and sometimes we need our friends. And in this case, your friend is your mirror or your recording to say, Jack, you have a problem. So, okay. All right. So here is the bendy over thingy. And we're going to just like put to rest, hopefully once and for all, and trick the mind or teach the mind that no, I don't have to go up to go higher. In fact, I can go low to go higher. There's an expression in yoga that you root down to rise up. That you root yourself down and get a solid foundation, and then you rise up from there. And that really works in singing. So you want to think about rooting down, and then this is a literal bending over so that you literally go upside down, not figuratively, literally. So I'm gonna do I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the exercise, and when I get to the top of where I think, okay, I've got to turn around and come back down now, I'm going to bend over. So I want you to notice how I bend over. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do before I do it so you can look for it. I'm going to bend over from here, from my hip creases, not lead with my head. Okay, I'm not starting from there. I'm leading with my chest, and I'm going to go like this so that I keep my chest cavity so that my lungs can still function well, right? And not be all caved in by my body caving in because my head is leaning down. So I'm going to keep this leaning forward, and I'll be like that. And you go as far as you can. I don't know how flexible you are. It really doesn't matter. The whole thing is just, go as far as you can. When your hamstrings stop you, then stop there and relax everything. So even if you're here, it's okay. Keep the chest up and relax and let your head fall. Can you see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here we are. So even if I'm perpendicular, I'm gonna let my head fall so that my neck is relaxed. Right?
Okay.
And you're gonna have the effect of being upside down. So even if you're only halfway, you're still gonna, once you relax your head, you're gonna have a flow of blood to your larynx, which is gonna provide it, just like when you load muscles with blood because you're working out or whatever. It's the same thing, because remember, it's all muscular. The actions are muscular. So when you have that little rush of blood and fluid, it warms it fast and frees it up. It also has the effect of removing gravity from it as something that hinders it from, freely working, just because the whole body has the effects of gravity. So you're just going to relieve it of that, and you're going to warm it up really fast. And you're going to mentally be like, whoa, I'm upside down. I'm not reaching high at all. And then you just want to do this do it as many times as it takes until your voice releases, because it will release and let go, and you'll have that breakthrough you're looking for of
That,
why can't I get past that point? So here's how it goes.
so keep trying it until it doesn't.
Yeah. So here's how it goes.
I mean, that's always been my number one reason why singing has been difficult, because that
Okay.
just I don't know.
We want to get you to that breakthrough. So here's how it goes. I'm going to do it this way so you can kind of see the angle, but still see me from the front too. Okay, now, are you going to go up as high as that? No, clearly,
No.
but you are going to go higher than you've been going, and eventually you will. And and the thing about it is, so when I was standing up, I got to the point where I was not able to go any further higher in my pitch.
Then you went down.
And went over, and did you hear that? It released and it went way higher, like a fifth higher. Um, and am I going to sing up there? No, that's not really my vocal range. I mean, there's a difference
So
between,
technically, if singers did that more, they could sing higher.
yes. So
So why
you
don't people
are
do that?
phonating, meaning producing the sound higher and relaxing and releasing and letting the muscles stretch and relax and do things at those higher places, um, and resonating in that place so that you hear it and feel it, experience it, and then your range will naturally go. You'll probably I will never sing as high as I can phonate because
Mhm.
it's a different set of muscles and different thing that's going on. But my singing will become fuller and higher. And at the higher places, it'll become fuller when I phonate higher than that. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Okay. Here's a metaphor. So, uh, have you ever done track
Mm-mm. I mean, I'm sure I might get what you're saying.
or football or anything? Okay, so I never ran track, but I've seen plenty of track. When I ran um, for exercise and did races and stuff. But when you run, you don't utilize the muscle at its fullest extension, but you stretch it. You warm a bit, and then you stretch it before you do your distance running.
Mm.
You like run a mile, and then you stretch,
Yeah, that
and
makes
you
sense.
naturally stretch past the point of what you're actually going to use when you're
Yeah,
running.
yeah.
But it's the same principle. Um,
But how is
it's
it different muscles?
huh?
How is it different muscles?
What?
You said it's like a different muscle group.
Oh, the
When
phonation and
you,
versus the singing.
uh,
So when you're singing, and by singing I mean like using words. Okay.
yeah,
When I am humming and just phonating, just producing sound, I'm not utilizing any jaw or cheek or tongue muscles that I would be using to produce vowels and consonants.
yeah. I
Okay.
didn't really think about that.
When you do that, it changes the relaxation
Mhm. That
level of the larynx, and it's not going to be able to do the exact same stuff. It can't, like it wouldn't be able to go as high when you're.
mm,
That's why, like, when you hear singers, whether male or female, singing um, really high, their words become almost unintelligible because there's only so much that you can do in terms of the muscle movement and creating discernible um,
Is that like whistle notes like that?
yeah, like that kind of thing, like think Mariah Carey or what's her face with the ponytail, like
Ariana Grande?
yes, like when they go up in that, it's just like you can't really tell what they're saying.
Yeah.
You know what they're saying because you know the song
Hmm.
and because of the context that got that they're, they, where what they were talking about before they got there, and what they're talking about when they come down. And so you're like, you just kind of figure it out. Your brain figures it out. And but they're not really singing discernible notes.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when they're in the whistle register, they're just doing embellishments, not even using words. There aren't that many singers that can use words in their whistle register. You can, but there aren't that
Yeah.
many singers who can do it. So, okay, but maybe you will.
You will. You can. Right.
No, I can't do the whistle register. I mean, I have
Yeah.
tried. I have worked on it. It was like marginal at best. So I was like, it's okay. I can live without the register. But it can be learned. Um,
Really.
yeah, I don't know if I don't. I
You can
started
go
trying
so
to.
high in your um.
Yeah, but that's not my whistle register.
Yeah, I
That's
guess.
it's a whole nother um way that the larynx positions itself, and it literally creates a tiny hole, like when you are doing a balloon and you close it up.
Yeah.
So it's just a teeny little bit goes through and it screeches like an annoying child on a playground that is able to do. So I can't control that.
Mm.
I like in a way of any with any level of skill or mastery.
It's so weird. I've learned so
It
much.
is what it is. So that I was in my head voice just then.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you, all right, let's get off of that pontificating and let's go ahead and try doing it. I don't know if you're able to stand where I can see you when you bend over or move the thingy. Do your best, and if don't worry about it too much. Just, oh yeah, that's great. That's great. That's
But you
great.
can't see me when I'm doing it though.
Well,
I just don't know.
just do it. Stop thinking. Stop thinking.
There's
Now,
so much to think about though.
stop
I'm such
thinking.
an anxious person.
Oh no, stop thinking. Gotta get out of your head. Gotta just do it.
Okay.
You gotta just think about your plaid pants and how awesome they are, and just do
You
your
like
bendy over thing. And you're rocking the brown plaid shirt with the the black and gray pants. You're totally rocking it.
very
And,
fashion.
and if you have on fuzzy slippers, my respect level for you will go through the roof. Okay. Yes. Yes. And they're moccasins to boot. I love it. You
That's
are
so
the
funny.
best.
Okay, now I have to do good because I had my
You gotta
slippers.
live up to the image. Okay. Here we go. Coolness factor through the roof. Okay. Okay. Go for it. Try it. So remember, go all the way up as high as you think you can and then bend over. Lead with your chest. Let your head
We'll
relax.
try it.
And,
So I'm
then do
just
it.
gonna
And don't think about me. Just pretend like I'm not here. And if you got to do it over again, do it over again. Just start yourself over again. You don't even have to tell me. Just do it.
Yeah.
Oh, you went. I mean,
I
you
get it,
you
but
went into your head voice
it
without
more sounded
having.
like a head, like a voice crack than it.
Okay, but don't worry about that. It
But
has
I
to.
felt I was about to bend over though, but it sounded weird. Well, let me just keep trying. But
Okay, yeah. Just keep trying. Stop analyzing it. Just keep trying.
hang on, some water.
I'd say go now. Oh, listen to that. Go ahead and go. Go ahead and
That
go.
felt weird
Even
though.
if you, no, it's great.
Like
You're
I'm getting to that note, but I'm not producing it
you're
pretty
letting,
or whatever.
it's okay. Just only observe. Don't judge it.
Okay, okay.
Let it happen. That's your larynx shifting. It's got to do that. It's got to teach you, and you have to learn all the circumstances and conditions under which it shifts, because it has to do that shift in order to go higher.
Does
So
everyone
what
have the shift there, or is it a different for everyone's voice?
it's a little bit different for everybody's voice, but generally speaking, most men of like certain vocal range, they'll have it around the same like 3 half notes. Like it'll be somewhere in this general vicinity. It'll be similar, but yours will be different from like mine. Mine will be in a different place. But
Yours is
it's a, in terms of like if you were to just graph the range, but not a particular voice part or aggregate of all the voice parts, it's going to be similar in terms of hold on a second. Like everybody's, right? So if this is the very highest somebody can go, it's going to be about here for everybody. Most of you have a lot more, usually most people have a lot more voice in their high range than they do in their low range, interestingly enough.
Wait, say it again.
Most people have a lot more in their high range. This is not, map is not drawn to scale. Most people have more in their high range in terms of the number of pitches they can hit in their
Seriously?
high range than they do in their low range. But it's just getting past this point.
But if I don't even sound good when I'm past that point, though, it doesn't. There's no point.
But you can't get better if you don't let yourself get past the point consistently, right? Enough to where you're comfortable enough getting past that point that you can work on it.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't run a marathon if you always quit at 3 miles.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna practice this way more because if I can get through that bump, I'll be the happiest man in the world. Okay.
I understand. And and you will. You just you are you do you're overthinking
Yeah.
and you need to stop, but I understand that. There's people in my family who overthink.
I can't show you my
What are
fingernails.
you showing me? You
My
showing
finger.
me your fingernails?
I bite them like crazy.
Oh, I see.
I've
The
never,
anxiety.
never once in my life have I clipped my own fingernails.
That's my daughter. Always, always biting away, and her
Since I was
toes.
a baby.
Ugh. All right,
Yeah.
if you bite your toenails, we'll call ours. We're gonna get you a psychotherapist.
I didn't know that's possible. Definitely possible.
I know, I don't know that it really is, but okay. So, but you can be compulsive about clipping your toenails, just like you're compulsive about, biting your fingernails. Okay, so now do it. Stop talking and do it. I don't want to talk to you again until you've done it like 5 times in a row.
Okay.
Work it out. That's the phrase. Work it out.
Can you hear that water?
I can, but I'm not worried about it.
Okay. Sorry, that's our pipes. Okay. That just felt weird.
Okay, stop. I don't want to hear it.
I feel like I want to do it when I'm standing, and then when I just want to see if I can do. I'll stand this one. Just going down feels awkward to me.
Okay. You know what? Everything feels awkward until you do it several times.
That is true. That is true.
But you like, what are you paying me the big bucks for? To
Yeah,
tell you stuff I don't want you to do?
that's true. It's true. It's true. I'll do
It
it.
is true. It's like, do you know more than I do?
Oh yeah, I'm the best singer on this
You
planet.
are. You're the best singer on the planet. Face
False.
your face
Just,
the universe. So,
just
I mean, you could be,
no. Okay. All right. I
but
got
you
it.
can't. You could be, but you have to trust the process. You have to trust the process, even if it feels weird, and it will often feel weird.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. So here's let me tell you something that's happening. You don't yet know how to manage that shift, which is why we have to get through it.
Hmm.
We have to get through it, and you have to collect the data. You can't collect the data if you don't do the tests. I mean, do you do this with your science projects? Oh, I'm sorry, professor. I didn't like the results when I did the first 3 steps of it. And so I didn't do the other 20 steps because I kept I just didn't like that one. And it was awkward. And so I didn't finish it. Sorry. What's your professor going to say? F. They're going to give you a F, a big one in red, fat, Sharpie marker. So you have to you have to let yourself go through this awkwardness and collect the data about what happens, because what's happened is you're making the larynx go like this and go like this and go like this. And I've already told you this numbers of times. I'm just gonna, Jack, let's talk eye to eye. Pull up
Oh,
the
sorry.
camera. Okay. I'm gonna be straight up with you. Okay. Because this is what I would want a coach. This is what I want. I do have coaches, and I don't want them to tell me stuff that isn't going to help me get better, even if it hurts me, or even if yeah, if it hurts my feelings. I mean, okay, I'll wallow in it for a while and then I'll get over it, because, but I want them. What do I want them to tell me? Stuff that's gonna just make me stay at the same level? No, I want them to push me because they know something I don't. And I have to get past where I am, whatever is holding me there. And I don't have the vision for it yet because I haven't been there, right? So that's why I get them. That's why I hire them. And that's why I want them to tell me the things I'm not seeing about myself or what I'm doing. So I'm going to tell you, you have to trust this process. You have to stop stopping yourself. You have to let it sound and feel awkward. You have to let it sound and feel like you don't want it to sound and feel, because you have to collect the data. You have to do it enough where you can make observations that are meaningful. Awkward is no longer meaningful in terms of your data collection. It's not meaningful anymore as a descriptor. You have to go beyond that. And you have to go, okay, here's what made that feel awkward. List. Like, make yourself do it. I felt it flipped. Okay. Now, Natalie's told me several times, like, I know that the larynx is having to position itself to go higher. It's going higher. And what's happening with you is your larynx is going higher and it cannot maintain that. It physically can't maintain it. It gets to a point at which it is so stretched and the vocal folds are so thinned, it must shift. And it's going to shift one way or another. If you don't let it shift earlier, sooner, like lower in your pitches, you're going to keep going until it's forced to shift, in which case you get the skip and that flip.
I don't know how to like make it shift.
Don't make it do anything at this point. Let it do what it's going to do. Let it do it. And then continue. Don't stop because you don't like it. It is what it is. Okay. And collect the data. Make the observations.
Oh, I ran out of breath that one. Okay, but I'll do it again. Don't. Okay.
Yep.
keep running out of breath. But I'm doing better though, I think. So I keep going. Okay, okay. Keep running out of breath. Go again. Okay. I can never get the bottom going right. Keep going. Okay. Let me take some.
I'm typing you notes
I
to
can't
open up your chat box.
stop. Oh, good. Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I didn't lean over. Oh. I felt more comfortable going into the the I don't know what to call it, the shift. That was just bad. Okay. Update.
So
I'm starting to go faster at it, but I
yes,
don't. I don't know if it's like good or bad.
that's why I was saying yes. Just get on up there. Just get up there. Just get up past that point. The more times you get up past your laryngeal shift, the more data you'll be able to collect. So and a lot of times initially you would spend so much time getting up to that point that
Mm.
you'd be running out of breath and couldn't, you'd be running out of breath. So yes, so
I can
get
do it
up.
times where I try to go as high as super possible, like as fast as possible.
Yeah. I mean, do it, but and then you can slow it down later. but and you should and you will, but just get up
I'm
to
kind of excited
again.
over how I'm getting comfortable with the shift. So
Good.
that's good.
That's good. I'm
That's
so
gonna
proud of
count
you for pressing through.
as well.
Okay, this week, because I can't even believe we're done. Good. But I feel like this may well end up being one of the most valuable lessons you'll have. Just the letting go and stopping yourself and and getting to the point where you actually have data that you can collect because you stopping the experiment. So good job.
Thank you.
Good job. So this week, I want you to do this like 1,000 times a day.
Okay.
And maybe not 1,000, but you know what I mean? Like do it like a bunch of times a
Well,
day.
this week I'll have the house alone, so I can just do it whenever. No
Cool.
one will hear
You
me
can stand there in your plaid outfit and your fuzzy shoes, and you can just
belch.
jog and you can just go crazy with it. Um, so, an experiment with bending over, like once you get to the point where you're up and over a bunch of times in a row, and you're feeling really comfortable with that. You're not wondering anymore if you're going to be able to get up and over because yes, like that question has been answered. Yes, I am. Of course I am. Because that's what I do. I go
Mhm.
up and over and I go past my shift and I go up there and I'm up in my head voice and I come back down and I'm back down again. It's no longer a question. Once you're there, then try the bendy over thingy. Like but don't do it until you're not asking that question anymore.
Yeah.
And you're just doing it and you're comfortable doing it. So okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And I know I mean I've given you a couple other exercises. Do them if you can, but this is probably your most important work this week.
Yes, ma'am.
But um, you know, this is part mindset and part vocal coaching,
No, really.
mindset coaching bonus. So and then yeah, I feel like you've had a real big breakthrough tonight. So
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for pushing me.
all right, you. I'll see you next Monday. And um, if this time works for you, this might be good for me because I have to go get my daughter from gymnastics
Oh.
at 8. So uh, well, this was weird because we had just so many logistics going on tonight. So I really appreciate you pushing it back 30 minutes. You know what, we'll keep it at 8 unless we
I
arrange
mean,
otherwise. Unless you want to just move it to 8:30 and be done with it, or if you
if you haven't heard anything from me that the day we have our lesson, then you can change it to any like hour because that just means I'm not working, so it doesn't matter.
okay,
Like I was just sitting in my room when you texted, so it's like I can do whenever.
okay, okay, cool. Well, we'll say okay, fine. We'll say your slot is still kind of your slot is 8, but that if my 7:30 student, he was only with me for a period of time because he had a
Mhm.
musical he was working toward, and the musical is happening. So I don't have him. So it might be that I go, hey Jack, can you just move to 7:30? But at the moment, I'm flexible too. So uh,
Oh,
we're good. I do have somebody who's asking me for a Monday night slot, but we'll see where that goes. So,
okay.
um, so
Just
thank
let
you
me
for
know.
your flexibility and good work tonight. And you know
Thank
what?
you.
I would, do you know how to download the chat?
Yeah, I was just about to, how do I save that? You taught
So,
me what, push
so
the arrow
go
down.
see where it says to everyone in the bottom of the chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the, you see the little smiley face to the right of it is the three dots, the ellipsis.
Yes. Oh, there it is.
Says save
Save
chat.
chat. Chat saved.
Okay, okay. All right. Gotta go.
Sweet. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.